In the GAA then, the Walsh Cup final was a big one. There was another iconic shootout between Wexford and Kilkenny. There's a great image of Lee Chin kicking Conor O'Shea's hurl.
Putting his football skills to good use, eh?
Absolutely. That's the cliche to be used right there. But the big thing, other than the fact that there was a shootout to determine this thing, was there was a massive fight in the middle of this game, and I think we can bring you the video of that right now.
This is now with Lee Chin. Lee Chin storming through, wins a free rider advantage with him. And it goes back for a free. It has. Oh, there's an argy-bargy of epic proportions now. Oh, the referee can blow his whistle, but there's a lot of hurls flying, and yeah, it's not good. You wouldn't want to lose a player. We were going well with playing Kilkenny with 14 men. Well, sure, you can see it on your screen there, really. You don't really need to explain it. Look what's going on here in the middle of the field, though. It's one-on-one stuff there in the middle. And now the focus of the earthquake moves to the centre of the field. Yeah, so now you have all players there in between the 45-metre and the 65-metre lines. So I don't know, how would you draw that to conclusion, Ronan? I don't know, really.
Well, sorry, one thing first of all, the goalkeeper has come all the way out to get involved. Well, then again, I see a lot of players have got involved, so I know it's only nitpicking, but yeah, look at that. I'd say the most there's going to be a yellow card for each side, but I mean, there's yellow card, yellow card for...
You must be a fortune teller, Ronan, yeah?
Yeah, so that scrap yesterday, Brian Cody ended up being sent to the sidelines. Blamed one of the Wexford players for shouting and bawling at the referee, and when Cody was asked, what did you say, he was like, the linesman said, I'm going to put you out, and Cody said, you will not, and then he got put out, and that's all he said apparently.
So before Quinny came in there, we were bringing you some amazing commentary and amazing pictures from Wexford versus Kilkenny in the Walsh Cup final at the weekend. Things got even better after that fight, though, because there was added extra time, and then we got the shootout, the 65-metre free kick, 65 fire or 45 fire-off, we call the football one. The 65 shoot-off is what we're calling this one.
Sure, there's a lot of credit to be taken out of this, regardless how it goes. Come on, Conor.
Conor McDonald off the right. It looks good from here, to be honest. It's over the bar. Now, this is Leicester Ryan, is it? Leicester. No.
Oh, we have a chance.
Now, that's the first miss for Kilkenny. So after 3 shots, it's Kilkenny 2, Wexford 1. Now we have Jack Guiney. He was introduced just a few minutes to go, just to make sure that he'd be here for this one.
Come on, Jack.
He bends, he lifts, he moves, he strikes. He's a good one. I think it's good.
Yes.
It gets a nod. 3-2, but now bear in mind it rests on this one, and this is going to come. Yeah, Alan Murphy has been.
We still have a chance.
We surely do, yeah. So Alan Murphy, this to maintain his side's lead, with his third pointed, looking into the stand. He's bending, he lifts, he strikes off the right. I think it's wide. It's wide. It's wide. It's level. It's all square in this free shootout.
Are we going to extra time in the shootout as well?
Well, it's sudden death then. Mark Fanning. That's a good one to finish it, isn't
I can hear about the game in normal time, extra time, in terms of saving and pulling a shot from Walsh out the bar. Mark Fanning's been immense in this game.
Surely has.
It'd be only suitable if he got the winner.
So Mark Fanning looking into this. He takes it quickly.
Lovely.
What a score. What a brilliant score.
We have a 1, Mick. We have a 1. Okay, the Kilkenny has hit it, but I suspect maybe this one.
Wow, okay. We're really putting their colours to the mast there now, with John Walsh about to take this one. John Walsh, this, if he misses it...
No, he's not going to score, Mick. He's not going to score, I guarantee you.
Right, okay. If he misses it, it's over. It's Wexford's victory. If not, it goes to sudden death.
You're going to win in dancing. I'm sorry, he's a backy bud.
Oh, big roar against him.
He fouled it. That's it. Wexford won it.
He fouled it.
Wexford won it. He fouled it.
Wexford, in the most bizarre of circumstances, are the Walsh Cup champions.
Yeah. Brilliant commentary from Wexford GAA TV.
Yeah, Michael Dwyer and Ronan Fagan, the two voices you heard there. Brilliant stuff.
Very excited.
Yeah, it's like we need more of this. We need to eradicate replays and make sure these shootouts become a thing in the championship.
Are they a bit too humiliating for amateur players who can't actually lift the ball properly?
Well, they're inter-county players. That was a good theme of the Sunday papers yesterday in terms of Joe Brolly and Colm O'Rourke's column, certainly just giving out about the basic inability to kick the ball over from 45 metres in the O'Byrne Cup semi-final last week.
I think that people are just working on fitness at this time of the year, and if they were allowed to play big matches all summer, they'd be able to kick those. At the end of the summer, if those two teams played again, having played 8 or 10 matches, as opposed to doing all the training that they've just been doing, then their skill levels will be much higher. I think that everybody needs to just calm down a little bit. It's January.
The trajectory in terms of the skill levels in the summer and here in January aren't that much different. Fitness levels, the differences are probably big. But
are you honestly saying that at the top level, football has not improved in terms of its skill sets in the last decade? It has absolutely improved. It is beyond.
I'm not saying that at all.
If anybody ever watches those matches from the 80s and 90s, the notion that lads were kicking the ball with pinpoint accuracy is a lie. It's absolute nonsense.
But I did not say whatsoever that skill levels have disimproved.
So go on.
I was just saying that it pointed out in the newspapers yesterday was Colm O'Rourke and Joe Brolly saying that inter-county players should have a higher skill level than a 2-1 finish in an inter-county game.
And I think it's a massive overreaction to a game which takes place in January where they're absolutely knackered from all the physical training that they're banking now for when the weather's a bit better and they can work a bit more on their skills. I do think that in the summertime the skills are far better.
But it's not a massive overreaction. It wasn't a point of the columns. I said that they both pointed it out within their columns. It's not like the State of the Nation sort of front page of the...
It was completely State of the Nation. That was the whole point of the pieces.
Was it?
Yeah.
Colm O'Rourke was...
Football is dying, basically. Gaelic football has gone to crap, and it's the result of coaching, not focusing on skills, and there's no point in watching the sport anymore.
But that wasn't that. It surely wasn't sparked from the fact that it was a 2-1 in an O'Byrne Cup semi-final. It was more, Brolly's thing was more sparked from Stephen Poacher on Twitter advertising all these different clinics. And Colm O'Rourke's initial point was about the administration of these fixtures, that these games shouldn't have been fixed at certain times. And then he got into the business that, there was this thing also last week. I don't think anybody's overreacting or making this a bigger thing than it is. I think it's just very interesting, and part of me definitely agrees with it. We mentioned the Walsh Cup final between Wexford and Kilkenny. A load of those provincial games got called off, waterlogged pitches everywhere, and as I say, some of those pre-season competitions are even going to move into next month beyond the FBD League controversy. There was one game that FBD League, it was Mayo-Sligo this weekend. Mayo won it, but it was a complete dead rubber. In the All-Ireland Club competitions then, in the quarter-final of the senior competition, Corofin were up against Fulham Irish, and they had a pretty comfortable win there, 3-18 to 114. Here's a picture of Dockery, there he is, Hurl Dockery and Corofin's Colin Brady. Karate kick there from Colin Brady right to Dockery's head. Meanwhile, elsewhere, we had the McKenna Cup semi-final. Donegal beating Armagh 20 points to 110. Here's a picture of Eamon McGowan. I think he's the only GAA player at intercounty level who's got a sleeve tattoo.
No.
That's the reason.
I mean, surely there's loads more, no?
Well, that's what I thought, and then when I saw it, I'm like, I've never seen a GAA player with a full sleeve tattoo. It's completely pointless anyway. They lost the game, but that was the only goal in the game as Armagh lost the only goal. But if you do know of any other inter-county GAA players who've got sleeve tattoos, which we've rudely forgotten about, then let us know for sure. As I said, in the FBD League, Mayo beat Sligo in a dead rubber. The club junior football final is going to be Multifarnham against Knocknagree. I hope I pronounced that first club right. Westmeath people, I'm sure you'll let me know if I didn't. Ballyragget are through to the intermediate hurling All-Ireland final. And
Niall Horan's club.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
There you go. Did he play for them? He never played for them.
He's not a true Gael, Niall Horan. More into his golf. Feathered through to the junior hurling All-Ireland, but as I said, the big one, Ballyragget through to the intermediate All-Ireland. I wonder what will happen.
The infamous Ballyragget.
The infamous Ballyragget beating Turin at the weekend.